Welcome to the Horror Hotel. I got some new movies to review for you, and I hope you enjoyed the reviews and maybe you think like I do. All info on the movies will be down in the description, where to watch them, and the IMDb link, and everything you need to know about me and the movies. So, without further ado, Brawl in Cell Block 99. Having heard a lot of good about this film and that it stars Vince Vaughn, I was a little bit skeptic to it living up to what people was talking about. I am glad that this skepticism disappeared the first few minutes of the film. The story circles around Bradley Thomas, played by Vaughn, and his regular life after turning over a criminal career to an average Joe career. Losing his job and having a seemingly dead marriage after a miscarriage, Bradley and his wife Lauren, played by Jennifer Carpenter, decide to have another baby to respark their marriage. But to have a baby costs money, so Bradley decides to talk to an old friend about getting into drug dealing again. At least until he figures out something else to do. And after the deal goes bad, he ends up in prison. And on top of that, his wife gets kidnapped and the kidnapper threatens him with harming her and harming the baby. I'm not gonna spoil any more out of this gem because this movie is something one really should experience. While it feels fairly slow paced, it isn't. The minutes just fly by. This movie has a lot of character in both storytelling and camera work, and Vince Vaughn and Jennifer Carpenter portrays their characters amazingly. While it might not be a horror movie per se, there is enough to go around to warrant every horror fan to watch this movie. Everything from the gritty reality feel to it, to acting performances, camera work, storytelling and suspense. This movie is a solid 9 out of 10 for me. I wasn't disengaged from it once, and I rewatched it the day after I first saw it. So go see it, it should be available at Amazon Prime. Alright, so Brawl in the Cell Block 99 is a great movie. I urge you all to watch it, as I said in the review. Let's get to the less fancy stuff. The Open House. This movie is a Netflix original and it popped up in my What You Should Watch Next tab on the side, so I decided to give it a go. Forgive me if you've seen my Twitter rant about this movie, but it kinda left me baffled and outright confused. While there is nothing weird with it, its setting, its background story for the characters, and the all-out premise for it, the movie just leaves you absolutely nothing. The story surrounds Logan Wallace, played by Dylan Minnette, and his mom Naomi Wallace, played by Pierce Dalton, and they're coping with the father and husband Brian Wallace tragically dies in a freak car accident. They return to their home, which is super neat by the way, to sell it off as they can't afford to keep living there, and it would give them a sense of moving on. So far, so good. But what happened after this is more mind-boggling than anything. There is a lot of going on. Weird scenes and weird departure from character, and you start to try to make sense of it, you know? It is a movie that throws a lot of stuff at you, and horror movies often do that, especially throwing in stuff that first seem weird but is eventually explained, or you get an aha moment, you know? Jon Squires of Bloody Disgusting informed me that this is called a red herring, and yeah, this movie has a lot of those, leading up to absolutely nothing. There is no story here to see, there is no thread to follow, all clues are false, and the movie ends up making you more confused than ever, and then the credits roll. So I'd say if you don't want to waste your time trying to figure out stuff that eventually leads up to absolutely nothing and a kind of unrelated ending to the rest of it, I would say that you should stay away from this movie. I give it a 2 out of 10 because at least the performances was, you know, alright. Thank you everyone for watching this review video. I will be posting another review video on Saturday hopefully about an indie film that I have gotten permissions to use their footage of. And other than that, we got some other videos in work. The reviews are a nice filler during my work time of the other videos, so I hope you hang in there. Don't forget to subscribe, follow if you want to, and follow me on Twitter. I'm a hoot there. I don't know, but do that. And go to my Twitch. If you like gameplay, go to my Twitch. Right now I'm playing Dark Souls, but usually I play horror games. So I'll see you there. Bye.